Breaking news, Bitcoin is about to have its next major move. Are you ready? Do you know if you need to be buying more? Do you know if you should sell? Do you know what you should be doing right now? Not to worry. In today's video, we're gonna break it down simple, easy, and clean so you know exactly what you should be looking at in the charts right now and exactly what you should be focused on. On top of that, we're going to cover up to the second information on the legendary combination of the HV and the NVT. What is it saying to do as we speak right now? On top of those things, we're going to cover XRP. Love it or hate it, you have to know what's going on in the charts right now for XRP. And last but not least, some major chart patterns forming right now in Bitcoin. We're going to have targets and we're going to be set up for the future. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Happy holidays to everybody. We have just an incredible video to get to, and we're going to jump straight into it. If you're new here, my name is Steve, founder and CEO of CryptoCrewUniversity.com, home of the most game-changing courses. I'm back. It's Wednesday. If you saw our previous video, you know why I'm back. You know what happened. If you don't, you can watch it there. But if you're new here, this is easily going to be your new favorite channel, So go hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that button right now. Everybody throw a thumbs up on this right now. Show some love, and we got to jump straight into the charts because there is so much to cover starting here. This is an incredible fractal pattern that I found. I have not shared this with you before. This is fresh, this is new, and this is going to blow your mind. Okay, this is a teaser. This is coming on an upcoming video, but this fractal pattern matched with this fractal pattern, matched with this fractal pattern, matched with these patterns here in the RSI is going to blow your mind. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. This is going to be on an upcoming video, and you're going to say, holy cow, this is incredible. So hit that subscribe button. We put a little thing up on Twitter. Do you think this next major move is going to be a pump or a dump? It's pretty much even. You can follow us if you wish on the Twitters at CryptoCrewU. Right now, 1,000 humans voted, and it's pretty much a race. But this video may help you find what to look for in the charts and have an idea of how this is going to play out. So we know there's a major move. We've been tracking this for now a little over 1 month. Since the beginning of November, Bitcoin went below the HV, that key 40 level on the weekly chart. You could see up here on the weekly chart, and we've got the NVT up here. Now, if you're relatively new to our channel, if you're below this 40 level, pay close attention because a major breakout is ensuing. How do we know? Well, in the past 3 years, we've been below it. We counted 6 times that we were below it. All 6 times we were below this led to a major move. And we have a cheat code. If we break above this level and we're red, we explode. If we break above this level and we change to white, we have a major dump. It's not a 10 to 15% move. It's substantially bigger than that. And we've been tracing this one almost like tornado watchers, waiting for that tornado because it's coming. We are on the brink of a major move, and that cheat code that we use kept everybody level-headed. If you rewind the clocks a few weeks ago, back here, when we went from over 19,000 all the way down to 16, everyone freaked out. They said this is a major dump. There's a major correction that's coming, a much needed correction, but we were still red on the NVT. We made a video, an emergency video. We said, everybody stay level-headed. Just look at the facts in the charts. We can't be over-emotional. We're still red. That's a fact in the chart. And so if you're new here, if we're red, we have no worry. If we change from red to white, which you can see that we've done in the past, it leads to a major market crash if we also at the same time pop our head above 40. So right now we're good. We have not changed to white on the NVT, and we have a major move coming. All right, so you've kept level-headed. Now let's get to, I want to announce, we had our limited seats that filled up so freaking quick. I can't believe how fast they filled up. Shout out to everybody that locked in their seat. But if you're new here and you didn't get to lock in your seat, we have a free course that you can go get right now that'll help you today. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com and get your free course. You don't want to miss a free course that will help you today. You know you need help. You know you need help. If you don't have this yet, go get it right now. This will help you dramatically. The link will be right down below, or you go to cryptocrewuniversity.com, scroll to the bottom, go get your free course. Go get it right now. Now, this chart is fascinating. I am in love with this chart. We've been following this chart for maybe about a year. These fractal patterns, pound for pound, move for move, will just blow your mind. And we're going to break it down with the latest and greatest. Because we've repeated history this whole time, what is it saying we're about to do right now? Let's break it down pound for pound. So this is the fractal pattern of our last all-time high, which is at about 1,200, right? Then we crashed all the way down here to the glory days of $144 Bitcoin. What would you give to have $144 Bitcoin right now? So we crashed all the way down here, people are freaking out. And then we formed this fractal pattern in the green here. You can see, we'll go ahead and zoom in, right? This fractal pattern, and by the way, don't look at present day right now. We're just focused here. I can't see present day either, neither can you, all right? So just be patient. We have this green fractal pattern right here where we basically went up and rallied up to this green line. You can see this green moving average here, right? And then we moved into this consolidation phase, this yellow phase that was essentially on top of the green. Let's compare those two moves to present day. Now you can see those two moves on your screen. So we have the green guy here, which we rallied up to this green level, and then we stayed basically above this green level here with our consolidation, pound for pound, move for move. Then we went into a rally up to our 0.78 fib. So this box that's here, this is the 0.78 fib. We've been following this for about a year, pound for pound, move for move. Again, we were really ready. We had this major rally from our consolidation phase. Once we finished that consolidation phase, we went into a rally up to the top of the 0.78, and that's exactly what this move from April of this year until July of this year, basically around when coronavirus really became a thing, we rallied up to this 0.78. Do you remember that? So we covered that here in this video, in our videos, and then we were waiting for this red candle here that we found, pound for pound, move for move. What happened was that after we rallied up to the top, right? We rallied up to the top of that 0.78, and then we had this red candle that crashed all the way down to this red line. You see this red moving average here. The red moving average is the 12 monthly moving average, where the green one is the 21. So we rallied up to that 0.78 and came down to that red line. We covered that here, and we were ready for something similar, and we got exactly that. We rallied up to this 0.78 and we came down, and we had our red candle come crashing down to that red line. Then we said, hey, you know what? Be patient, because looking at this move, we're going to battle back with that 0.78, and then we broke through it. Similar to what we did here. We battled with it, and we broke through it on this candle. And you can see this candle that's highlighted. Last month's candle is, again, it's incredibly similar, but let's break it down on another level, and this will help us understand what this next monthly candle, the candle we're in right now, what it's going to look like and what we should watch for, because it was a very volatile candle. But pay close attention. This breakout candle, do you see that candle I'm talking about right here? This breakout candle that happened in December 4 years ago, it brought us up to exactly on the RSI, exactly 75. Do you see where I'm pointing at right here in our circle? A 75 level. in the RSI on the weekly. Are you with me so far? Now, that was our breakout candle. What did our breakout candle just do? Well, there's only one breakout candle, right? It's fascinating how accurate these fractal patterns are that we have been following for a year now, because this breakout candle caught everybody by surprise, except we were really following this move, caught everybody by surprise, and we went up to exactly that, look at it, exactly that 75 level. It was the exact same level, the exact same RSI on the weekly as 4 years ago when we broke out of this 0.78 fib. How fascinating is that? Do you see that? You see that? It's pound for pound, move for move. Pound for pound, move for move. Now, the question becomes, okay, what's next? Well, if we look back at history, what happened after we broke out? We had a pretty volatile candle here, and this was an indecision candle. This was kind of a tug of war between the bulls and bears. We broke out. Some people were really bullish, and some people were really bearish. This actually rose in price. The high was higher than the previous month's candle, right? That's a key. The high, I'll repeat that again, the high of this candle, you can see, was at about 1,200, okay? The high of this candle was at about 1,000. So this breakout candle really rose up to the previous all-time high and was higher than the previous candle, but its low actually fell all the way back down to its support, which used to be its resistance. Keep that in mind, another key point. So that monthly candle rose to a higher high, but also had a low all the way back down to this support zone that was resistance. So we've had this resistance at this 14K, 13K area for quite a while, okay? So if this candle were to repeat history, we have 15 days left. You can see it here on your chart. What would happen? Well, if it were to repeat history, it would make a higher high, higher than the previous month, and could potentially crash down to our support zone, which is, just about 14K. That's if it were to repeat the exact formation that it did on the previous fractal pattern. But we're going to understand it from another angle here in a second. But these fractal patterns are just fascinating. We'll continue to cover it. But again, Bitcoin in the big picture remains very, very bullish, especially if we break 20K. That'll be the main level I want you to watch, and we'll get into it from a couple other angles here on the chart. But again, in the big picture, it doesn't really matter if Bitcoin crashes or falls or has some small correction or a small rally. In the big picture, over the next 6 to 12 months, Bitcoin remains very, very bullish, especially after we break 20K. Now, major formation alert. Major formation alert. We've been in this formation for a couple weeks now. Do you know what this formation is? Do you know what it is? Write it in the comments right now. This is going to be on an exclusive video that we are dropping very shortly. So hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss this. We're going to give an exact target of what we anticipate with this formation, a potential breakout, and a potential move to exactly what price. This is major. You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button right now. Go hit it. You do not want to miss it. And make sure you have your alerts on. I want to do some extra videos for you during the holiday season, so we're going to come at you with this one. You're going to love it. Now, we're going to keep you up to date on right here, our golden ratio multiplier. This is going to be almost like our crystal ball of telling the future. This is another major competitive advantage that we have based on the mathematical formula. We understand that looking at the big picture, it's highly probable, based on our mathematics, that this purple line will be the top of this rally that we're in, this major rally that Bitcoin is in since the lows of the $3,000 area a couple Christmases ago, right? Do you remember that? So for the past 2 years, we've been inside a major rally, and we're currently battling this white line, okay? Now, a few weeks ago, we told you to watch the purple line. That should be our top. But again, we said the purple line is rising in value every single day. This is a daily chart. You see the D here, that's our daily chart. But again, this is rising in value every day. When we told you a couple weeks ago about this chart, we were at about 29,000. Now we're at about 31,500. This will continue to rise every day, but make no mistake, it's highly probable that this will be our top. Whether it's in a month from now or 6 months from now will be a major factor in how high will Bitcoin rise. But again, if you follow our channel, we'll keep you up to the date. And it's highly probable that when we do reach our top, everyone will be screaming that we're going to go way higher. It happens every time. It will happen again. Unfortunately, a lot of people will get burned, but we will be ahead of the pack and on the other side of the fence, so we'll keep you up to date. But as we speak, I really want you to watch this white line here. All right, so if you pull up the golden ratio multiplier, I believe there'll be somebody in the comments that has the way for you to get it right now for free on TradingView. We paid for this by looking to Bitcoin.com, so it may look slightly different, albeit relatively the same. This white line, again, in the past has given us a lot of trouble, right? It's given us trouble back here at 14K, but also during the previous moves of the bull market, it played resistance for a long period of time until we crossed over a new all-time high, and then we went to the races. So Bitcoin is trying to do the same thing now. It's trying to make an all-time high. It's trying to fight through this white line. Keep an eye on this white line as we progress. Again, it may not be white on yours, but go third line up and it should be this exact formation. Okay, so I really want you to pay close attention to this just to keep level-headed and watch this purple line, because again, once we reach it, everyone will be screaming that we're going to go a lot higher, and it's highly probable we won't. We will conclude that top of the quote-unquote bubble that Bitcoin is in, but again, it's a market cycle, right? So we'll be well ahead of that. Here's another major chart. Again, I want to come at you with some extra stuff for the holidays. This is a major one. Bitcoin is about to do something never done before inside the charts. Never done before. It's a very powerful move. It's something that we're going to need to cover at length. There's a couple levels here that we need to get to, very specific things that is going to come. This video is going to be an extra video that's going to come in the next week. Pay close attention. Hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss this. Major move coming in Bitcoin. So we got a few things to look out for that's coming down the pike this coming week with some very critical charts. But we got to take a look at the fear and greed. Again, we've been in extreme greed now for an extended period of time. It's an extended period of time, but we have to respect the chart. The market structure is incredibly powerful. Let's break it down simple and easy. We pointed out this level of 86, right? We pointed out this level of 86 a while back when we first hit it back here about a month ago. And we've been following this 86 level ever since. This is our market structure. This is how we know if we still have power to move to the upside, even if we're in extreme greed. Look at the market structure and those will tell the facts. We've been watching this 86. We've been watching this 86 for a month now, and we've hit it time and time again, most recently December 9th. Okay, so we've respected our market structure. We're good there. And then we formed this interesting formation where at first we were battling the 90 level, keeping our market structure, but battling the 90 level. Then we said, hey, look, we're forming a beautiful market structure. It's likely to break above 90. We said that here in our videos, and we broke above 90. And then we battled with the 94, and we held our market structure of 86. And we said, hey, I think we made a video even on this day, maybe, or somewhere really close to that. And we're like, hey, we held 86. If we held 86 It's likely we're going to try to break above that, what was this, no, 94, and we did. We broke above this area in 95, and now we're battling 95. We're battling 95 as we speak, but we held market structure at 86. So it's likely we're going to come up and try to get above and try to test again this 95. Look for that over the coming days, in the coming handful of days. It's looking like still a strong market structure. There's no major signs in this structure that says, hey, we're about to have a reversal. There's no warning signs. There's no early warning signs. It's still a very strong market structure. We've respected it. So we have to give credit where credit's due. Bitcoin is still showing strength in a time of extreme greed. Until we show weakness, until we show a reversal, then we can change our tune. But for now, the facts are the facts. Okay, now I'm going to get into XRP. Something that you guys have been waiting for, whether you love it or hate it. But before we get there, I want to do a summary of everything I want you to pay attention to, because it's very important. The main thing over everything we've discussed in this video is the NVT HV. Watch this like a hawk. Watch for the color change, but also be cognizant of the fact that, hey, this HV, wait for it to close. Don't get so excited if we peek our head above and everyone freaks out. Wait for it to close. This is a weekly chart. This is not a 4-hour chart. Wait for the close, be patient. But again, this has predicted for the past years and years and years, every single major market move, whether it goes up or down, it's correctly predicted it. We have a cheat code. Watch this like a hawk. What else am I doing? What else am I watching? What else should you watch? Well, I would watch these fractal patterns, okay? Not nearly as important as the HV NVT, but to get an understanding. This is going to be a major chart that we're going to cover very shortly. So you want to pay close attention. Bitcoin right now is at 19,800. It's potentially breaking out of this formation, and we're going to give our target for this formation in our upcoming videos. So hit that subscribe button. Then you want to watch this white line, okay? You want to watch this white line to see how we're dealing with our new all-time high and our major level of resistance, which is now at 21,000, okay? So this will be very substantial in the coming weeks. How do we play with that white line? And then another bonus video coming with this formation, and I want you to watch the market structure here, right? So if your question becomes, okay, well, what do I do? Should I buy? Should I sell? Should I close my eyes and wish for the best? Let me break it down. If I was in your shoes, what would I do? And we broke it down before in understandable terms, like, okay, if you want to make fast money, or are you in Bitcoin for the long term? If you're in Bitcoin for the long term, or you want to make fast money, look at the market structure, watch the NVT, HV like a hawk, and watch that 20K level. Those are the only things you should watch. If we close above 20K, which has never been done before, it's highly likely you can make some quick cash. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but it's not likely that we go up to a new all-time high and then over the coming weeks crash down drastically from that new all-time high. It's likely that we make an all-time high, we have a little push from that all-time high, and then have a correction. So if you want to make quick cash, those are the things to watch. If you're in Bitcoin for the long term, you watch those same things, but you make a more sound decision for your future. For example, position size. You really want to get in at the right position size. If you don't hold any Bitcoin right now and you're in Bitcoin for the next 5 or 10 years, you can almost close your eyes, pick any price and buy. You'll look like a superhero in years from now. It may seem overwhelming at the moment, like, oh my God, what if I buy at 19,000, or should I wait for 18,005, or should I wait for 19,005? Those things will be laughable in the future. It doesn't seem that way now, but you having that thought in your mind of like, there's a really difference between 19.5 and 18.5, there's not. There's really not. I'm just being honest with you. That'll save you a lot of stress. Don't worry about those little things. If you're in Bitcoin for the next 5 5-ish years. If you want to make fast cash, those things matter. Okay, so hopefully that brought it into perspective of just a couple, 2 to 3 things that I want you to watch. Now we'll get into the XRP. And before we do that, I want to make it really clear, this free course. Those seats that we had to our exclusive redesigned courses filled up so fast. They filled up, I think, 8 or 9 days ago. And if you missed out on those, first of all, congratulations to everyone that made it. That was just a dogfight. They filled up so fast. But if you missed it and you're new and you want to improve your trading, you want simple, easy strategies that you can follow at home, you want to improve today, you go to cryptocrewuniversity.com, you scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll be very surprised at what I'm giving away for free right here. So go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. The link will be down below. Scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and click this box. Get your free course. Go do it right now. I'm talking to you. Go do it right now. You don't have the free course. You're going to love it. XRP. Love it or hate it, you have to respect the charts, and there is a lot of lessons to be learned here, even if you hate XRP or love XRP. Welcome in to all the XRP fans. Now, if you follow XRP, you follow our channel, you know that we gave this signal right here back in September of 2020. We gave this signal, and it was the first time we had this major cross in XRP in 1,288 days. We said, quote, it was the most bullish thing to happen in XRP in 1,288 days. 1,288 days. So that was when XRP was at like 23 cents, and we rallied all the way up to 84 cents. And because we made that call, I have your attention. Now you're asking, well, what's next? There's a few things that are next. So if you follow our videos and you've been watching us cover XRP, we drew this trend line in the RSI on the weekly. We drew this a long time ago, and we've been following it ever since. All right, we formed it to start back in March 2020, before Corona was really a thing, right? Seems like forever ago, but I think we can all remember those days prior to Corona, what that was really like. Then we formed our support on here, and we formed our third line, and it became official, right? At the same time, we were making our high, our higher high, our higher high, and our higher high. And we said, look, over the coming weeks to months, we're going to come back and we're going to test this line. And fast forward, here we are today. We're at 63, and we're looking to find some support around this area. So I would watch that. I would draw that at home, especially if you're an XRP fan. Now, there's a couple things to watch with price action that we're going to get to. Obviously, here's our cross. We made videos about that. That's old news now. What I would say is pay close attention to what is happening here with our resistance zone, okay? If you zoom out, this is our resistance zone for XRP. It's the most important zone that we're going to have in XRP. You need to pay close attention to it. And we got rejected from this resistance zone, but not a slight rejection. Look at the wicks. If you follow our channel, if you've been watching for a while, you're an expert now at wicks. You remember the secrets that I gave you about wicks for free, and they've helped you tremendously. You probably look at the charts differently using wicks, but if you missed it, this is almost like the reverse magnet pushing down. It tells you, simply put, there was a ton of sellers up here. Very smart sellers. Is this the end of the rally? In the big picture, I would say absolutely not. And we've said this before. This is a long-term strategy that we gave you with XRP, but this is a very strong move that XRP just made, even with this extreme resistance, even with these long wicks. This was a very healthy pullback, a much needed, nice correction, okay? This is not something to worry about. XRP, this structure that we formed here is still very bullish in the big picture. Now, we want to watch the stochastic RSI. So back here in November, we told you about the cross up. We told you about the cross up at the same time that we were watching this 30-cent range, okay? This is many weeks after we gave you the 23-cent call. We backed it up again when we were below 30 cents, and we said, look, this is a major level. If you see XRP get above 30 cents, it's a buy opportunity. This was not financial advice. I wasn't a financial advisor, but we were stating what the charts were saying to us, and we called 30 cents. You know, we called 23 cents before, but this was a major level, and a lot of people caught that trade. That's fantastic, because we also at the same time had a stochastic RSI cross up. You know, this, at the end of the day, if you're relatively new, a lot of people try to overcomplicate the charts. They'll draw all sorts of things on the charts, and then they use emotion to make decisions. Now, when you watch my channel, what you've probably taken away is don't use emotions, just use the facts. Don't try to interpret the facts in the charts like, oh, this is really bullish, this is really bear. Just the facts without emotion. And we said, look, we had a stochastic cross up at the same time we were battling the 30 cents. If we get above there, it's a pretty damn good thing. So now we had the opposite. We had a stochastic cross down just recently, December 7th, okay? So we're having a nice healthy pullback. I would pay close attention, see if XRP can catch some support potentially around the 50-ish area or even the 43 area, 53 to 40. I would watch that, see if we catch some support, because at the same time we're coming down here and we're going to try to catch support also on the weekly RSI. So we have some support zones coming. We want to see how this stochastics works. I think worst case scenario, over the coming weeks to months, I believe at some point we may come down and retest this 30-cent area and just confirm it as support for a strong push up to the upside. I think that would be the lowest price that XRP goes in the next handful of weeks to handful of months. But again, the market structure in the big picture, it's still pretty bullish. There's nothing to be concerned about. There's no major warnings. There's no major reversals. There's no end of the bullish move. You know, since this area down here, we're showing a lot of strength in XRP. Nothing major to be concerned about. So I hope this was incredibly helpful. We covered a lot of information today. We covered what you should be looking at step for step, pound for pound. Now we're going to get into Steve's secrets to success, something I've never shared with you before. I think you're really going to love it. It's going to help you a lot. But again, we've got this. We've got the MVT. We've got the HV. Watch that like a hawk. We got a couple extra videos coming out this week. Pay close attention. We've got these fractal patterns that are just mind-boggling. We've got this one that we need to cover straight away. You've got to see that one. And this white line as well. There's a lot for you to look at, but we kept it really simple, really basic today with market structure, fundamentals. Now you already went. You got your free course. So it's time to move on for Steve's secrets to success. Leave a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Follow. Now let's get into Steve's secrets to success. So if you guys are relatively new here, which I assume you're not, I think everybody right now is an OG. So Steve's secrets to success, if you are new, we do something at the end of every single video to really help you out, in your life, whether it's in crypto or outside, but ways that you can improve your life. Whether you want to earn more money, we give a ton of tips on that. Whether you want to have a better life, you want financial freedom, whatever it is you're dreaming of, we've got some tips here that just will help you so much. And today is a great one. Oh, I want to say, those of you that saw last week's video, we gave an exclamation and said, look, we're going to miss this coming Wednesday. It doesn't happen too often. Family comes first. If you saw that, thank you for the support. We got a lot of support. There were some other folks that were wondering, hey, what's going on? That means you didn't see last week's video at the end where we gave that announcement. So thank you for your understanding in that matter. I do want to give a special shout out also to all those students that made it in time. That was incredible. The feedback is off the charts. People are absolutely loving the new courses, the brand new indicator. A lot of people have made a ton of money already with that indicator, so that was really cool to see in the emails that came in. So keep up the great work, and just a shout out to everybody that made that in time. If you're a student and didn't make it in time, you can email me. Maybe there's something that we can do, but right now the seats are locked. It's been sold out for about 8 days, and at that 70% off level. Ooh, I do want to say, in this stage in the world, it's obviously difficult. The coronavirus is coming on strong over the coming last couple of weeks. And it's made a lot of companies think about laying a bunch of people off, major layoffs, a lot of companies shutting their doors, a ton of companies. So if you've been affected, this is a tough time. A lot of companies are really struggling. I'm just grateful and blessed that we are in a position where we're going to continue to hire. And you may be interested. You may be interested in joining our team. We just have a dream team. We have an incredible team, and we're always trying to build on that team. And if you're interested and you're highly motivated, you really deeply believe in our mission of changing 1 million lives, you're just a go-getter, you're a hustler, incredibly positive, keep an eye out, because in the beginning of the new year, we're going to be looking to add on our next member of our dream team. So maybe that's you. If you're interested, you can email me right now, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. But keep in mind, we're not going to add anybody until the beginning of the new year. But if you're really hyped and you're like, I can't wait another second, then you can email me. But it's going to be incredible. And I just feel, again, blessed that we can hire people that, maybe were affected by this corona and really try to change some lives. So I'm pumped. Now, Steve's secrets to success. This is a really cool one. I was watching this scientist, and he was talking about just, the art of breathing and the art of the brain and the art of calming yourself down in a moment of stress. So have you ever had stress? You probably have, unless you're a robot. You're not a robot. You're human. You've had stress. And the question is, well, how do I best deal with this stress? And I learned something that I sort of have thought about before, but never clicked. And it's going to be the same with you. You may have kind of thought about what I'm about to share with you, but you never really made it click. And today, it's going to click. So in that moment of stress, in that moment of anxiety, in that moment of feeling overwhelmed, you always ask yourself, what's the best thing I can do? And a lot of people say breathe. So you take this deep breath and you breathe out and you're like, all right, that kind of worked. But is there something, like one thing I can do that's just like 10 times more powerful than that? And here it is. And what's odd is your body actually knows this. Your subconscious knows it. Your conscious doesn't know this. I highly doubt it. But your subconscious knows it. Your body is in tune with this, and it does it all the time. And after I tell you this, you're going to be like, holy crap, Steve, I was going to bed and my body did it. So here's what it is. And this is the one thing that you can do that in the world, according to this scientist, according to the elaborate studies he's done, this is the number one thing that you could do just to quickly calm your body down. And it's the 2 deep breaths followed by a breath out. It's You'll notice your body does this all the time when it knows it has to calm you down. It's the 2 quick, deep breaths in. You'll notice that before you go to bed. You're going to notice it tonight. Before you go to bed, your body's going to do it. And you'll notice, like my son, after he cries, after he's really upset, his body will do this automatically. 2 deep breaths. And it's that one final thing that calms everything out. I want you to include it in your life. This is something I just learned about, and I know that my body did this before, but I didn't make the connection of like, hey, this, according to science, is the number one thing I can do on my own to calm my body. and I've been doing it since. It's been incredible, so I wanted to pass this along to you. Let me know in the comments down below if you've done this. Let me know if you're doing it right now, but it's that double deep breath in and one deep, nice breath out. It's a game changer. Let me know in the comments down below. Keep an eye out on your videos. We're going to do another video this week, maybe even a third this week for the holidays for you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up. Share this video in one place, and I will see you right back here on the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. We're a community of underdogs if you're new here. Bitcoin is an underdog, major underdog, has been counted out forever. For its whole life, it's been counted out. I've been counted out for my whole life. People said I couldn't do it. I can't do this. I can't achieve that. And then you've been counted out. People say you can't become a Bitcoin trader. You can't be a trader. You can't have financial freedom. You can't do this. You can't do that. They told you can't. They said Bitcoin can't. They said I can't. And together, we're going to overcome all of that. We are the group of underdogs. We will conquer. We will achieve everything we dream of. I will see you right back here in the next video. Peace and love to the underdogs.